I'll see you soon.
Today's semifinal game is between the Gettysburg College Bullets and the Swarthmore College Garnet. It's time we ask you to please stand and gentlemen to remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Centennial Conference semifinal playoff game between the Swarthmore Garnet and the Gettysburg Bullets. Luke Nichols, elated, so excited to join you on the Centennial Conference Digital Network. This semifinal matchup, you may be having some deja vu if you've been a fan of Gettysburg or Swarthmore for some time now. This same matchup last year in the semifinals in the Tarble Pavilion, so pretty much on the same situation. Swarthmore was the 2 seed, Gettysburg was the 3 seed, same situation here. For Swarthmore, you're hoping for even more of the same situation as they came out on top in that matchup. 80-64, George Visconti led the way with 24 points. But you may be asking me, Luke, how is how is Swarthmore the 2 seed? They were the 1 seed the entire year in the Centennial Conference. Well, in the season finale against Gettysburg, just so you have it, they lost to Gettysburg at Gettysburg, dropping them 1 spot, being the 2 seed. Johns Hopkins wins their season finale, and they take over the 1 seed in the Centennial Conference playoffs. So Swarthmore finished the year 22-3 with a 16-2 in conference record. In that game against Gettysburg, they lost 78-65, but they only trailed at halftime 32-30. So it was a close game, but then the fouls and the free throws really started to pile up. 26 total fouls for Swarthmore in that contest, allowing Gettysburg to shoot 39 total free throws. They only made 26 free throws, so it could have been much worse. Swarthmore shot 32% from the field in their last game, and their average is 45%, so not the best game to say the very least, but that game is totally thrown out the window. This is playoff basketball, a completely different breed from the regular season. With a win today, Swarthmore will advance to the conference championship, and with a win and a Johns Hopkins loss, the conference championship will be right back here in Swarthmore, PA. The Gettysburg, they've been playing some good ball down the stretch. That was a big win they got against Swarthmore in the end, and they beat Franklin and Marshall in the quarterfinal round 71-51. Usual starters for Swarthmore, and we're underway. Tip is won by Capri's but controlled by Gettysburg and kept alive. Carl Schaller had 24 against Swarthmore, just had the ball moments ago, now has it right back. Averages 13 points a game on the year, so 24 against Swarthmore is a big number. Deep three to start us off. No good. Michael Capri's the leading rebounder for the Centennial Conference. Snatches it D'Angelo the other way and quickly. Hanson was open for a moment. Few pump fakes. Drives with the left. And looks to reset with Visconti, who saves it, but right into Schaller's arms. Schaller moving the other way, has to pull it back out. Good recovery defense by the Garnet. Along the baseline, nearly threw it out of bounds. A great save. Driving in, dumps it off. Under 10 on the shot clock. Gettysburg needs to get something up quick. Another wing three. Rims out again. Elijah Williams 0 for 2 from deep early on. Capri's open on the elbow, they're giving him space. Moves to that low block, drop step, gets a man in the air. Too strong on his layup attempt, but hits it out of bounds. So it will be Gettysburg possession. I was ready to say he got bumped as he was going out of bounds, but the officials letting them play tonight. Capri's looked like he tried to draw the foul as well as got the one pump fake. If he went right up immediately, could have drawn the foul, I believe, but hesitated a bit too long, so the defender got back in a correct position. Driving in, contested mid-range, short again, Shaw the rebound. Lids on both baskets. Let's see if Swarthmore can find something here. Capri's right into the lane again and lost it yet again. Good recovery defense by Ryan McKeon. Capri's had the step on him. McKeon just stayed right on his back, tried to keep the arms up to where just to get any sort of contest on Capri's. And Capri's just lost it. So the second turnover already for Michael Capri's. Don't often see that. Capri's actually fouled out in the last game against Gettysburg as well. When you commit 26 total fouls as a team, somebody is bound to foul out. Driving in with the right hand. Too strong floorboard for Visconti. And stolen right from behind him again. So another turnover for the Garnet. There's the opening three from Antonello Baggi. Antonello Baggi from Roma, Italy. One of 3 foreign players on this Bullets team. Swarthmore going 3 minutes without an opening bucket. D'Angelo looks to change that, cannot. Capri's comes down with the rebound and gets fouled as he snatches it with one hand. McKeon is the culprit. So Visconti will reset, looking for some of that magic that he had last year in the semifinal matchup. Dumps it off to D'Angelo, who finishes. Just narrowly shook off Jordan Stafford for a slight opening, but it's all he needed. Moving screen, going the other way. Ryan McKeon called for the foul yet again, and it looks like it will have to be an early exit as he picks up his second foul. So a second of the 3 foreign players checks into the game. Suki Indizuma out of Nigeria. And as I have a moment, the 3rd foreign player, Sam Bisanella Thompson from Australia. Capri's, Indizuma on him with the right hook, and it falls in. The much softer touch from Capri's working wonders as Swarthmore takes their first lead of the game, 4-3. Schaller, not a foreign player, but from Garnet Valley, went to Garnet Valley High School. off-ball foul called on Cal Hansen. Williams looking to get going here. Tries to shake off D'Angelo. Can't work through him. Another miss for Elijah Williams. Colin Shaw is going to slow it up and then cross. Bullet pass into Michael Caprice, who's trying to work towards a low block. Gets right by Indy Zuma. Can't draw the foul, but finishes anyway. Caprice not calling for the foul, but Visconti, Hansen, and D'Angelo emphatically begging for an and one. Slow start for Swarthmore, not anymore. Fired right back with 6 straight, looking to answer, and will. Elijah Williams, that has to feel good after missing his first 4 shots. Finally knocks one down and ties the game up. 2 bodies on the floor, and looks like it will be a foul on Jordan Stafford. Too aggressive, trying to fight through the screen of Michael Caprice. And we see our first substitutions of the night. George Corzine and Eddie Paquette in for SWAT. Caprice and D'Angelo will take a seat. Actually, D'Angelo back in. Colin Shaw checks out instead. Head coach Landry Kozmalski calling out his set. Corzine was open on the elbow, drives in low block on Indy Zuma, gets called for the travel, and we're going the other way. Corzine maybe just got a bit too excited seeing the open lane and getting that low in the post. Had to call for the travel. Could have went up a bit sooner. Could have all been avoided. But live and learn. Jumper falls from Carl Schaller, 8-6. I imagine it'll be like this most of the time, this back and forth. Big shot after big shot. Visconti spots up from deep and hits it. Perfect look from George Visconti. Just rubbed off that screen. Catch and shoot in motion. Just a thing of beauty sometimes. Ooh, nearly got the steal. But it looks like there'll be a foul on Cal Hansen. I believe that's his second already. That's his second foul of the contest already. So an early entry for TJ Chapman for Cal Hansen. And Colin Shaw checks back in for Vinny D'Angelo. Nate Williams checks in for the Bullets, has the ball at top of the key, guarded by Shaw, slips over his own footing, finds Williams again open, can't hit it. Although he's been missing, still surprised they're giving Elijah Williams those open wing threes. Shaw gets it ripped by Nate Williams. Crosses the hands off to Stafford. Stafford drives in and one, finishes through the foul of George Corzine. Jordan Stafford had a lane. Corzine tried to slide over at the last second, but had a good contest at first. It almost looked like on the initial block attempt he didn't foul, but the more that Stafford kind of hung in the air and waited and then got the shot off, hits the extra free throw, is kind of when that foul occurred. Corzine against Indy Zuma. Swarthmore working the low block early, and Corzine finishes with the left. Indy Zuma's looking for a travel call, won't get it. Swarthmore doesn't often look towards the low post this early, I feel. A lot, I mean, they work through it, but to kind of really attack the low block and everybody, ball goes out of bounds. Schaller Ooh. A very, and I mean very late foul call on George Visconti. The one official already pointed the other way, and the official who was to the right of the Swarthmore bench said, didn't hold the phone. Actually, I got a foul here. So, I'm a bit surprised by that myself. So Visconti will have to take a seat. Capri's back into the ball game, along with Eddie Paquette, Colin Shaw, George Corzine, and Vinny D'Angelo. Schaller gets it into Inizuma, right back to Carl Schaller. Deep three from Nate Williams off to the left. Rebound, Capri's. Almost a steal above the three-point line, but Paquette keeps it alive. Corzine calling for it, being shielded off by Rasul Abakar. Capri's working against Inizuma. Inizuma gives him an elbow, does Capri's. Can't hit his layup. Gets his own rebound on the floorboard, tries to draw the contact. Ooh, draws the contact, but cannot finish the and one. And the officials really letting them play. As Capri's was backing down, you saw Suki Inizuma kind of just ever so lightly grab and somewhat hug Capri's. And I guess to kind of combat that, no call. They allowed Capri's to get that little elbow off to grab this space. But the offensive floorboard, great hustle from Michael Capri's, looking to go 2 for 2 and gets the one. Capri's 65% from the charity stripe on the year. And hits both. But early 5 total turnovers for the Garnet. Not what you want to start your first playoff game in the year 2023. Forces a mid-range 2 and hits the top of the scoreboard, but they won't say, or the shot clock, pardon me, they won't call it a rebound. Swarthmore anyway. Capri's thought about the wing 3. Only seen him take a few of those this year. Only when he's just very wide open. He's knocked down some of them. He's 3 for 10 on the year, 30%. Not terrible for a big man. Hands it off to D'Angelo, finds himself an opening and doesn't miss it. D'Angelo just so good at realizing just when he has that slight opening. Very rarely can get open like that. But doesn't pass up the opportunity. A steal right at the charity stripe. 3-on-1 break. Hands it off to D'Angelo, who finishes. Gettysburg needs a timeout as the Tarbell Center is rocking this sold-out crowd. We'll take a short break. Stick with us here on the Centennial Conference Digital Network. Welcome back to the Tarbell Pavilion here in Swarthmore, PA. Luke Nichols, happy to join you on the Centennial Conference Digital Network in this just absolutely packed house. They know how to show out for a playoff game. Already bringing the energy. Swarthmore leads 17-11. Took them about 3 minutes to really get going. And a blocking foul called on George Visconti. That will be his second of the contest. So early on, Visconti and Hansen both in foul trouble with 2 apiece, and Eddie Paquette, maybe a 5-second rest for him, checks right back in. Paquette picks up Schaller, dishes it to the wing, drives in, does Stafford, and thrown away, just recovered by Max Pernetti. Nate Williams gets a screen from Pernetti. Met by Corzine on the double. and gets it away. Fade away, too short. Rebound, Corzine. D'Angelo nearly got it taken away and just regains it with some help from Colin Shaw. Still have time on the shot clock. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Corzine controls it. Corzine spins in the lane. Ooh, just got it. Tipped away and sails out of bounds. Great hands by, I believe it was Rasul Abakar. Swarthmore will keep possession, but with 3 seconds on the clock. Garnett going with the double big man rotation with Caprice and Corzine. D'Angelo fading away. Ooh, and hits it over the great contest from Jordan Stafford. Good defense met with great offense. 19-11. Swarthmore building a lead. Wing, Nate Williams thought about the three. Takes the mid-range from the elbow. Just rims out. Rebound, Paquette. Finds Colin Shaw. Spots up from deep and hits it. Another timeout is needed from the Gettysburg Bullets as Colin Shaw gives the Garnet a 22-11 lead. Whew. The first 3 minutes, Swarthmore went without a bucket, but since then have just been on fire. At one point, trailed 11-9. And what a run they've went on. That 11-9 deficit was at 13-44 before George Corzine hit the layup to make it 11-11. And just like that, 3 minutes, 12 straight points. This offense has always been a thing of beauty this year. It's been a magical season, hoping ends well. But let's take care of business tonight in this semifinal matchup. Looking good so far against Gettysburg, but Gettysburg had that big second half in that season finale. Can't count them out just yet. No one's going to roll over and die in the conference playoffs, I guarantee that. I just realized I said a 12-0 run, a 13-0 run. Pardon me, I was thinking to myself, I know I just said something. So 13-0 run from Swarthmore in these last 3 minutes and change. TJ Chapman back into the game, looking to continue with some tough defense. Nearly a travel along the wing, drives in, open layup, hits it off the glass. Akeem Joseph, some of his first minutes of the night and already contributing. Aiden Godfrey as well, some of his first minutes. What a pass from Chapman, and an even better look from Vinny D'Angelo. The patience while double-teamed as Michael Caprice cut to the basket. A great answer. This Garnet team just so unselfish, always looking to make that one extra pass. Schaller, the contested mid-range falls. Paquette with good defense, but just a second too late. Two-man game. D'Angelo takes it himself and making it look easy. Practically toying with Ryan McKeon. Didn't know what to do, whether to go towards Caprice, go towards D'Angelo. Just kind of stayed in the middle and guarded nobody. Schaller dribbles it off his foot. Swarthmore doesn't like the call, but a clear. Ooh. Well, I was wrong as well. TJ Chapman gets called for the personal foul. I thought it was just simply Schaller dribbling it right off his foot, but only TJ Chapman's first foul committed of the game. And another foul by TJ Chapman. So I spoke too soon Now his second foul. And that one will put Gettysburg in the bonus with just 2 ticks under 9 minutes left in this first half. So, I mentioned how the 26 total personal fouls, Schaller hits the first one, the 26 total personal fouls in their season finale game, you can't allow that again to go along with the 39 total free throws for the Bullets. And early on, not looking too well. Schaller hits both from the free throw line. 26-17, still a 9-point lead for the Garnet. But they're looking to extend it. D'Angelo from deep. Oh my goodness, Vinny D'Angelo. The kind of fading to the right 3-ball, J.J. Redick-esque right off the catch. Driving in, fouled by Aiden Godfrey. That will send Ryan McKeon to the line. But man, D'Angelo just really knows just when he has to take and finds that opening and is still fading, but was still perfect on that look. Vinny D'Angelo already up to 13 points, 6 of 7 from the field. Michael Capri's 8 points and 5 rebounds as McKeon bricks the first one. Lane violation called against Akeem Joseph. And McKeon won't even get a chance to make up for the initial miss. 12-point lead for SWAT. Corzine in the low block again, gets him in the air, and makes it look easy against McKeon. The big men of this Gettysburg team have just been getting bullied in the low post so far. Between Indy Zuma and McKeon, few stops, very few stops. Schaller open from deep and hits it. Just like D'Angelo had that sliver of open space before Corzine contested, but just too late. D'Angelo with the right hand, just past Akeem Joseph. Vinny D'Angelo looks ready for the moment. Now picks up Schaller. Schaller gets it away. Nate Williams thought about the three, kept that 1 foot on the ground, so no travel, and banks it off the glass. Real tough shots being made early on from both sides. D'Angelo finds Corzine again on McKeon. McKeon looks for the steal and gets the block against Corzine. Must have heard me say there's not been many wins for the big men of Gettysburg. Gets a big win there. Driving in, floating in the air, too short. Gets his own rebound though, right back up, and fouled on the putback is Jordan Stafford. Great effort from Jordan Stafford. I mean, he really just floated in the air on that initial layup look. No one got a body on him, so the hustle pays off. Back to the line for 2 shots for Jordan Stafford. As he hits the first. Capri's and Paquette back in for the Garnet. Chapman and Godfrey to take a seat. And Elijah Williams in for Akeem Joseph. Jordan Stafford, a 59% free throw shooter on the year, looking to go 2 for 2, and cannot. Capri's the rebound. Has to pick up his dribble, guarded by Stafford. Paquette tried to blow by Schaller, but good recovery. Ooh, nearly a left-handed floater from Paquette. Would have been a tough make, but just popped out. Elijah Williams tried to step back. Right back over to Stafford. Stafford, pardon me. Stafford crosses over against D'Angelo, looking to make his own shot again. Just finds Williams in the corner. Off back iron, offensive rebound for Nate Williams. Stafford dumps it off last second to McKeon, but was tipped off of Colin Shaw, and it will stay. Now, it was tipped off of Colin Shaw, yes, but it looked like it got a piece of McKeon right at the last second. You saw McKeon kind of put his arms up like, oh, I didn't touch it. And usually when a guy puts his arms up saying, oh, I didn't touch it, they touched it. The official not changing his mind, so it will stay. Gettysburg possession, dumps it off. McKeon open, doesn't want it, finds the low post. Aiden Godfrey back in the game as well. Mid-range 2 is good from Akeem Joseph. 33-25. Swarthmore holding this anywhere between 8 and 12-point lead. But need to stay consistent. Capri's on the roll. Few pump fakes, too strong on the layup attempt. And he's down on the floor, hobbling as he's trying to get back as well. Nate Williams driving in with the right hand and finishes with no Michael Capri's to protect the rim, who has a heavy limp for that right foot. Came down awkwardly on that right foot, so he'll have to take a seat whether he likes it or not. Just a 30-second timeout as Gettysburg is trying to fight back. Now down 33-27, and Capri's hobbled to behind the bench. Hopefully, he just maybe slightly rolled it and kind of one of those injuries that really hurts at first. It just kind of takes a second to really recover from it and get back. Because he's been phenomenal so far. 8 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 of the rebounds are offensive rebounds. Numbers for Gettysburg. Carl Schaller yet to miss a shot. 3 for 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from deep, and 2 for 2 from the line. I'll tell you though, if Elijah Williams hit a few of these open threes, it could be a much different ball game. So Swarthmore just needs to put an emphasis on the closeouts along the perimeter. There's been a few uncharacteristic open threes. And uncharacteristic, I mean just by the Garnet defense, giving the team these open threes. And another turnover. Visconti gets it stolen from him by Schaller. Joseph tries to shrug off D'Angelo and called for the travel. Move that pivot foot. Just a bit too much for the official to notice. Headed the other way. 6 turnovers now for the Garnet after that turnover by Visconti. And an off-ball defensive foul called on Akeem Joseph. Swarthmore not in the bonus just yet. 1 more foul, and they will be. But on the other end, the Garnet, if they foul just once more, that will put Gettysburg in the double bonus. D'Angelo, highly contested, mid-range 2. Hey, Paquette, right place, right time. Schaller couldn't box him out. Almost a bit of a mess of a possession. D'Angelo smiling, kind of going up to Eddie Paquette, saying, probably most likely saying, hey, that was a pass, just glad we're on the same page. But Aiden Godfrey kind of slipped and fell on the floor. It may have been people were just waiting for a call. And that's what left Eddie Paquette so wide open, ball out of bounds, right back to the Garnet. (35-27), 4 minutes, 29 seconds until halftime. This is right around the time where both coaches are thinking to themselves, okay, by halftime, what would be a good situation? Swarthmore, if they're leading by 8, which they are right now, or more at the halftime break, it's a good sign. But Gettysburg's probably looking at it like, hey, if we can make a run with some more steals like that, if they can tie this game up, maybe even take the lead by halftime, they'll be at least feeling like they're sitting pretty. Joseph driving in, pushes off against Visconti. Doesn't get away with it. Headed the other way. Visconti already kind of gave him a little bit of space, but a clear extension of the arm by Akeem Joseph. He's upset about it, but I've said it once, I'll say it again. Find me anybody who is going to be in good spirits after getting called for a foul. 4 minutes remaining. Swarthmore the 2 seed, Gettysburg the 3 seed in the Centennial Conference playoffs. D'Angelo using the screen a few times from Corzine, driving in against Schaller, has the height advantage, but is blocked from behind by McEwen. Great help defense from Ryan McKeon as Schaller just couldn't match up with D'Angelo. D'Angelo had great another turnover from the Garnet. I mean, D'Angelo tried to fit it into Visconti, and Visconti just fumbled it. So headed the other way, driving in, and a foul. It looks like they'll get Vinny D'Angelo, yes. But as I was saying before the timeout, D'Angelo had great positioning on the low block before Ryan McKeon kind of just got a block at the last second. Cannot hit the first. Jordan Stafford looking to at least split them to cut into this deficit. 35-27. The Bullets trail, and it'll be 35-28. Corzine works on the elbow, gets into the low block. Very physical defense from McKeon. Gets the end one, though. George Corzine, the patience, as Ryan McKeon was just all over him. Ryan McKeon with 3 personal fouls against him. And he will most definitely sit for the remaining 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Corzine hits the end one free throw. And with Michael Caprice back in the game, a great sign. Shows that he is healthy enough, and maybe I was right, just one of those injuries where it really hurts. Just for those first few seconds, maybe a minute or two, and then all good afterward. But with Caprice back in and McKeon out of the game, you can bet that the Garnet will be feeding the low block even more as Colin Shaw is called for the off-ball foul. Had the hold on Max Pernetti, and he'll go to the line. Pernetti is 62% free throw shooter on the year, but can't hit the first. Only has 29 attempts on the year, so small sample size, but still a good percentage nevertheless. Second one rattles home. 38-29. George Visconti back in the game for TJ Chapman. So 4 out of the 5 of the starting 5 in the game for the Garnet. Eddie Paquette takes the role of Cal Hansen. Just gets it away before falling down. Visconti driving in, one pump fake with the right hand. And the soft touch from George Visconti. 40-29. 40 first half points, still with 2:33 remaining. A very efficient first half for the Garnet, shooting 68% as a steal from D'Angelo. 2-on-3 fast break. He'll pull it back out, finds Paquette open from deep and hits it. Did I say good shooting? How about 4 for 4 from beyond the arc for the Swarthmore Garnet, 43-29. They lead. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well on the Centennial Conference Digital Network. Welcome back to the Centennial Conference Digital Network. The Gettysburg Bullets visiting the higher-seeded Swarthmore Garnet in this semifinal matchup. What a look into the corner. Too strong on the three ball. Paquette with a tough defensive rebound. Gets it across. Garnet have numbers. Paquette tries to drive at Chapman. Thought about the three, nearly traveled, just gets it away to Colin Shaw. Shaw hit the three earlier on, assisting in this 100% mark from deep for the Garnet. Under 10 on the shot clock. Bit of a mess of a possession. Got to get something up soon. 3 seconds remaining. Chapman gonna pull it. Just a bit offline, but offensive rebound right back in for Aiden Godfrey. Didn't get in front of his man, but the ball rolled right to him with the offensive box out for Aiden Godfrey. And another off-ball foul, it seems, called against Swarthmore. Let's see who they get. And another foul against Michael Caprice. Actually, only his first personal foul. So not another, but the first against Michael Caprice. It will send Max Pernetti to the line for 2. Hits the first. 15-point lead for Swarthmore with Vinny D'Angelo checking back in for TJ Chapman. Pernetti, perfect from the line. 45-31, Swarthmore leads. D'Angelo directing traffic. Gets it right back. Looking for Caprice in the low block. And with 1:01 remaining, off-ball foul called against Max Pernetti. That will send Michael Caprice to the line for 1-1. Hits his first. Caprice now up to 9 points and 6 rebounds, looking to join Vinny D'Angelo as the second Garnet player in double figures. And well, the official, I'm laughing because the official turned around and told Julian Levin to sit down at the very end of the bench on the other end of the floor. He's always up and he's always talking. Can't believe he got the official's attention there. Gettysburg the other way. Stafford dumps it off to Pernetti, who gets fouled by one of Colin Shaw or Aiden Godfrey, and they'll get Colin Shaw on the foul. Got too much of the arm. Not enough of the ball. Matt Mulvey set to check in for Colin Shaw. Colin Shaw now with 2 personal fouls against him, and the fouls starting to pile up. 13 total personal fouls in this first half so far for the Garnet. Still 41 seconds remaining. Can't hit the second. 1 for 2 at the line. D'Angelo moving quick, gets into the teeth of the defense, fades away, and hits it. Oh, man, Vinny D'Angelo in transition. Sometimes it's just too good to be true. Stopped on a dime and hits a fadeaway from just above the block. A very tough shot when you're going full speed and you got to stop and fade back. Very tough shot that he made look very simple. And Grants' team, a 2-for-1 opportunity. Might have to be a heave, but an opportunity nonetheless. Schaller hits the elbow jumper. 5 seconds remaining. D'Angelo gets it across. 3 seconds. Going to be a decent look. Fades away from the corner. Too short. Caprice. Ooh, tried to tip it at the last second. But it's the bottom of the backboard instead. So at the end of the first half, a wild first half. Very fast-paced, very high-scoring first half. 49-34. The Swarthmore Garnet lead the Gettysburg Bullets. Swarthmore shot 69% from the field in that first half, 80% from 3. But Gettysburg also shot 45% from the field, 11-24. So overall, just very offensive first half, very fast-paced. I can't wait for the second half. I'm sure you can't either. So stick with us on the Centennial Conference Digital Network. just seconds away from getting second half action underway from the Tarble Pavilion here in Swarthmore, PA. Luke Nichols joining you on the Centennial Conference Digital Network for the semifinal matchup. The Swarthmore men's Garnet team looking to advance to their 7th straight Centennial Conference Championship game. They are 2-6 in their last 6 straight appearances. Looking to go 3 for 7 with a win tonight and a win on Sunday. The opponent still to be determined, but the game to decide it is kicking off just momentarily. Johns Hopkins against Muhlenberg. Starts at 8 p.m. We'll keep a close eye on that matchup as well. But back to the task at hand. Swarthmore, I said once, I'll say it again just because it's still unbelievable. 69% from the field in the first half. If they can keep that, it's a long shot to keep that number up. It would be an all-time shooting performance from the Garnet for any level. Hoping they can keep it up. Visconti, but a moving screen called against Michael Capri's just 12 seconds into the second half. So Capri's thankfully only his second personal foul after, I mentioned earlier, he fouled out of the last matchup against Gettysburg in the season finale. Stafford floating in the air, ball just rimming out. McKeon the rebound, Schaller a 3, too short, his first miss of the game. D'Angelo takes it across, is looking at Visconti, takes it himself with the English off the glass. Quick skip over Ryan McKeon. Man, what a make from Vinny D'Angelo. Schaller looking to answer, hands it off to Stafford. Stafford called for the travel, headed the other way. (51-34). The Garnet lead. Vinny D'Angelo up to 19 points on the day. Controls it now, guarded by Carl Schaller. Pulls up from deep off the back iron. Rebound tipped away. Right back to D'Angelo. Driving in, kicks it to Shaw. Colin Shaw looks for Capri's. Finds Capri's. Elijah Williams on him. Gets him in the air and finishes. Makes it look easy with the left hand. All Elijah Williams could do was jump and hope to stop Michael Capri's, and hoping didn't really work out for him. Stafford spinning against Shaw. Too short with the right-handed floater. Gets his own rebound. Short again. Tipped away. Cal Hansen back in the game after his extended rest because of his 2 early personal fouls. D'Angelo gets his man in the air. Steps in. Was open. Takes it all the way in. Going to dribble around and take it right back out. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Maybe smart from D'Angelo not to force up a look. Try and get an even better one and burn some time. 19-point lead for the Garnet. D'Angelo with space, drives in, kicks it away. 3 seconds remaining. Got to get something up. Cal Hansen drives in, fades away. Can't hit it. Ball tipped away. And right back to the Bullets. Tipped out of bounds by Michael Capri's. Schaller has played a fantastic game so far. 11 points, 1 of 2 from deep. Just had his first miss moments ago. Dumps it into Elijah Williams. Williams with Paquette. The mismatch. And looks like a defensive foul. We'll get it on Eddie Paquette for the push against Elijah Williams. So the second team foul. Only the first foul for Eddie Paquette. Just got to keep an eye on the total number of personal fouls individually in this second half. Schaller steps back against Visconti and hits it. toying with George Visconti. Just had plenty of room on the mid-range jumper. Visconti looking to answer, gets it tipped away. Elijah Williams comes up with it, hands it off to Stafford. Stafford with Visconti on him, drives in, has the ball tipped. And Collinshaw with the good recovery defense, denying McKeon the easy look. Ryan McKeon playing with those 3 personal fouls as well. He picks up 1 more, gets to 4 early on in this half. Could put head coach B.J. Doon in a tough spot. Antonello Baggi has been quiet since that initial 3-point make. Schaller driving in against Visconti, working through the lane. Oh my goodness, what a make from Carl Schaller. Was almost parallel with the floor and just flips it right up past Caprice. I think Caprice was even a bit surprised. Swarthmore looking to halt this mini run by the Bullets as Visconti is fouled by Jordan Stafford. D'Angelo doesn't stay on the bench for long, right back in the game for Eddie Paquette. Wide open from the corner, Caprice will take the 3 and make the 3! 4 for 11 on the year, but 100% from deep in the playoffs. 56-38. I said it earlier, don't often see him spot up from deep. Ooh, pretty clear travel, but ball don't lie. Elijah Williams short on the mid-range. Swarthmore moves the other way. Caprice spots up again. Is he going to take it again? No, he won't. One's enough for Michael Caprice. Corzine on the elbow. Has had success driving in off the elbow to the low block. Almost like clockwork, but Hansen gets the offensive rebound, kicks it right back out. They'll have a fresh 20. Fading away from the block and hits it over Schaller. Visconti and D'Angelo have both done it numerous times this game. Whenever they're guarded by Carl Schaller, they just immediately try to head towards that low post area. Schaller only being 6 foot, usually at a height disadvantage, but the right-handed floater and a push-off on Elijah Williams. Visconti is fired up. Largest lead of the game for SWAT. 20-point lead, 58-38. Nate Williams and Akeem Joseph to check in. Elijah Williams and Antonello Baggi to take a seat. Visconti brings it up, looks over to Coach Kuzmalski for the call. Corzine alone on the elbow again, tries a drive past Joseph. One pump fake, goes up with the right hand and finishes through the tough contest of Akeem Joseph. Swarthmore looks to be in a 2-3 zone now, at least partially. More man-to-man. For a second, it looks like they were setting up in 2-3, but back to man. Akeem Joseph drives in past Corzine, met by Caprice. And they're going to get a foul on, I believe it was Michael Caprice. No, it'll be George Corzine instead. So I thought Caprice fouled him on the attempted block. But George Corzine called for the foul. Akeem Joseph can't hit the first. Joseph usually a solid free throw shooter, 70% on the year, but breaks the first. 60-38. Swarthmore with the advantage. Makes Looks up for it on the second. Visconti to inbound. Full court press offered by Gettysburg. D'Angelo gets it stolen from him. Stafford short on his attempt, but tips it right back in. Looks like he was more going for the rebound than the tip in. The 2 is 2. Visconti pass to Caprice. Caprice, don't often see him dribble that much, but gets it away to Colin Shaw as he crosses. Shaw stuck in the low block and blocked from behind by McKeon. Going the other way, Nate Williams challenged by D'Angelo, and D'Angelo called for the foul. Vinny D'Angelo with what looks like a great contest. Just, I guess he got a bit too much of the arm or the body, but I'll refrain. Only a second personal foul of the game. So currently in no foul trouble with 19 points and 3 assists. That's number 21, Nate Williams. At the line, the 6'4" freshman guard. Good for both. Bullets cutting back into this deficit, now just down by 17. Visconti gets it away. 2-on-1 fast break with D'Angelo. A bit of a fumble. So he'll pull it back out and reset. Plenty of time on the shot clock, 19 seconds. D'Angelo, tough mid-range. But man, so many shots he just makes look so easy. His little step back fadeaway from the elbow, oh, it's beautiful. Schaller looks to answer. Long pass, Stafford corner 3, offline. D'Angelo was calling for it, thought he was going to spot up from deep. Caprice on the low block against McKeon. McKeon, very aggressive against Caprice. Caprice just takes his time and finishes with the left hand. Still, a bit of a hobble from Michael Caprice. May have re-aggravated that right foot injury. But a 30-second timeout called on the floor, 64-43. Swarthmore leads. It looks like Aiden Godfrey will check in for Caprice, but Caprice has played, he's played fantastic so far. He's got 17 points, 7 rebounds, and even an assist. And has the 3. You can't forget about the 1-on-1 from deep. 6 of 9 from the field, 4 of 4 from the line as well. Vinny D'Angelo up to 21 points, 7 points for Visconti, 9 for George Corzine, who's really had some just, he's been a monster, been a bully on the low block at times. Carl Schaller still the leader, and the only one in double figures for Gettysburg. As the second leader is Jordan Stafford with 7, but he's 2 for 9 from the floor. So Swarthmore so far not shooting 69% from the field, but a measly 63%. I mean, I guess we'll take it. Fine. Back to the action. Gettysburg starts with it. Schaller gets a screen from McKeon. McKeon finds Nate Williams in the corner. Short on his 3 ball. Hansen, the defensive floorboard. Nate Williams tried to pressure Hansen. Hansen gets to Godfrey in the corner from deep. Way too long. Ball sails out of bounds. And Gettysburg will take over. .35 remaining. Joseph thought about the 3. McKeon gets it away. Joseph will take it from the top of the key. Rims out. His bench telling him to keep on shooting, keep that confidence. But Swarthmore the other way. Godfrey gets it over to Hansen. Hansen right back to Godfrey. Aiden Godfrey now working in the low block against McKeon. A few spins, gets it away. 10 on the shot clock. Shaw, the mid-range shoot, blocked by Jordan Stafford. Joseph drives in with the right and gets the and one. A quick team huddle from the Garnet. Bucket is good. Foul on Aiden Godfrey. Hakeem Joseph can't hit the deep ball, but going for three the old-fashioned way. TJ Chapman and Vinny D'Angelo back in. D'Angelo again with at most a 50-second rest. Aiden Godfrey, Cal Hansen, and George Visconti check out of the ball game, as Eddie Paquette also checks in. Must have missed it. Short on the end, one free throw. D'Angelo the rebound. 64-45. Swarthmore has been holding a strong lead for some time now. Got to keep up the intensity. Shaw drives in. Looks like an off-ball foul. We'll call it on Jordan Stafford. Jordan Stafford now up to 3 personal fouls. Caprice gets in the low block again, and another off-ball foul. This time Ryan McKeon. That'll be his 4th. With the push on Caprice, and here comes a substitution. It'll be number 11, Max Pernetti, for Ryan McKeon. Caprice wide open on the block, gets Pernetti in the air. And an easy lay. Pernetti took the bait. And Michael Caprice, he's not missing that close, that open. Schaller drives in, another foul committed by the Garnet. TJ Chapman called for it, and you can, at least I can hear because Malski threw the headset yelling towards TJ Chapman. One more foul committed by Swarthmore. That'll put Gettysburg in the bonus. Pernetti with a short stint as Rasul Abakar in for the Bullets. Chapman up to 3 personal fouls as well in only 7 minutes. Looking to fight over Nate Williams with a great contest by TJ Chapman, but Nate Williams sticks with it in his own cleanup crew. Eddie Paquette with a lane to the rim and the reverse right hand right past Jordan Stafford. You don't often see poor transition defense after a team makes a shot, and another foul, and that'll put Gettysburg in the bonus. Again, it'll be on TJ Chapman, his 4th of the game. Visconti and Hansen back in. Hansen in for TJ Chapman, and Visconti in for Colin Shaw. So at the line for 2, Carl Schaller. Can't hit the first one. Usually money from the stripe. D'Angelo, who was looking for Paquette. Paquette had the hand up. Not sure if it was just a throw off Stafford or not. Caprice on the floor. Schaller rolls out of bounds. It will stay. Garnet possession. Caprice with no hesitation to just dive for the ball near the elbow. Just barely dislodging it from Schaller, who tried to chase it down. Right out of bounds. Will reset 20 on the shot clock for the Garnet. Caprice calling for it. Matched up on Abakar. Driving in with the right hand. Spinning, pump faking, one more spin. Oh man, Michael Caprice putting on a clinic on the low block. Some of these moves, the pump fakes, the spins, would make the big fundamental Tim Duncan proud. Deep wing 3 for the answer, too short. 70-47. D'Angelo nearly lost it. Over to Visconti. Why not keep feeding Michael Caprice? He wants it on the elbow. Plenty of time to go to work if he chooses. They clear out for him. Double team. Paquette open in the corner. Ooh. offline. This place was ready to just explode. Schaller shakes Visconti. Deep three. Ooh, what a pretty move from Carl Schaller. The jab, behind the back, and the oof. Good looking make. We'll take a short break. 70-50. Swarthmore leads. Back after the 32nd timeout. Keeping an eye, like I said, on this Muhlenberg-Johns Hopkins game. Early on, only 5 minutes. Not even, only 6 minutes and 9 seconds into it. Muhlenberg leads 7-6. But again, focus here. 70-50. Swarthmore leads. Gettysburg out in their full court press yet again. Hansen open. Got to pass through the press. The easiest way to break the press, unless it sags off like it just did. Visconti drives in. A few pump fakes. Ooh, they're looking for the foul, but he finishes anyway. Baji was holding his ground, but just better offense from George Visconti. Nate Williams pulls up from the mid-range, just offline. 22-point lead for SWAT. Looking for D'Angelo, finds him. D'Angelo just corrals at Hansen, open from the corner, too strong. Rebound Baji, but a foul committed by Gettysburg, Rasul Abakar. Trying to box out, I believe it was George Corzine, and was a bit too aggressive. Colin Shaw will check in for Vinny D'Angelo, who I will imagine, well, being up 72-50, he might be back in later, but, you know, as I've said, doesn't often sit for more than a minute. Corzine once in the low block, gets it, and just uses the body to his advantage. Grants himself an open look. It looked like Coach B.J. Doon wanted to travel, but a quick answer from Nate Williams. Just a defensive breakdown from the Garnet left Williams wide open. Visconti finds Hansen. Hansen drives in. Right back out to Paquette. Will reset with Visconti. Hansen off the give from Corzine. Off the back iron. Hansen hasn't taken many attempts tonight, but has just been just a tad off on each of them. 0 for 3 from the field. 0 of 1 from deep. Baji, the contested three. Off the side of the backboard. And Visconti's pass too far for Colin Shaw. Tried the overhand baseball throw. It's baseball season now. A bit offline. 74-53. Swarthmore leads. 8:02 remaining. But back to that play from Corzine. Just never moved his pivot foot. Always had it set and just kind of just moved that upper body. Sometimes big men forget about it. It's such an advantage. Stafford floats for the open layup. Blew right past Eddie Paquette. Visconti open from the stripe. Fouled from behind. Can't hit it, but will head to the line to shoot two. Got bumped from behind by Jordan Stafford. Stafford now up to 4 personal fouls, so he will join Ryan McKeon. I was about to say he will join Ryan McKeon on the bench, but it seems as though Ryan McKeon will check back in for Jordan Stafford. Visconti hits the first. And McKeon won't even check in for Stafford. He'll check in for Rasul Abakar. And the reasoning, I'd have to go with 7:41 remaining and possibly your season in the Centennial Conference playoffs. You might as well throw your guys out there. Need your best 5 on the floor as much as possible in this late game. Visconti, 84% from the line. But goes 1 for 2. Just runs out, was halfway home and popped out. Schaller brings it across, guarded by Visconti. He's made some tough shots early on, but a foul called against George Visconti, trying to stay with Carl Schaller. Schaller, the Garnet Valley product, just about a stone's throw from here, will head to the line. So I did mention the 3 foreign players, Baji from Italy, Bisanella from Australia, Indy Zuma from Nigeria. And you have Carl Schaller from Garnet Valley. And then you have Shane Scott, the 6-foot junior from Conestoga. As Schaller bleeding on that left knee. Quick pause as Vinny D'Angelo checks back in, and look at that, he sat for more than a minute. Checked out with about 8:58 remaining, and back in with 7:33. So, hey, must be well rested and ready to go. Quick numbers for the second half alone. Swarthmore shooting 57% from the field on 12 of 21 shooting. Gettysburg 36%, 8 of 22 shooting. And the crowd providing some some entertainment in the pause. So I'll take it. Schaller at the line. 1-for-1 chance. It's the first. But Swarthmore, although shooting 57% from the field, 1 of 5 from deep in this second half. Only 2 free throw attempts. Have cut down on the turnovers. Only 4 as Schaller misses his second. Shaw, running point, dumps it off to Caprice, drives in on McKeon, gets him in the air, can't finish through the contact, ball tipped away, gets the rebound off the glass. Shaw, open from deep, and hits it. Gives credit to Michael Caprice for doing the dirty work. The cleanup crew, a 2-man job between Michael Caprice and Colin Shaw. Badgie dumps it in. Ooh, and it will stay. I don't think so. Caprice has a smile on his face, so I'm not sure if that's because he disagrees and doesn't feel like arguing. But it looks like he was playing good defense that McKeon thought that Michael Caprice was going to get a hand on it or at least a finger on it, and never did, but tipped away by Visconti, stolen off the inbound, has Hansen streaking towards the rack, and finishes with the finger roll. A beautiful up-court bounce pass from George Visconti. 80-56. Stafford, the step-back 3. Short floorboard for Shaw. Caprice hands it off to Colin Shaw. Spots up from the free throw line and drains it. 82-56. A big-time run currently for the Garnet. Schaller looking to answer, drives in. Man, Carl Schaller, 6 foot, but he's got some moves. He creates fantastic separation. Was wide open on that leg. Under 6 minutes in the game. D'Angelo drives in on the low block now, guarded by Stafford. Oh, man! Can't get the foul on Stafford, but just the high almost heave off the glass will fall. I mean, when you're hot, and this entire Garnet team is on fire. On the turnaround jumper, a foul called on Colin Shaw. Vinny D'Angelo heads to the bench. Maybe just a gingerly run, but seems to be okay. So 1-1 from the line. Jordan Stafford nails the first. Stafford gets both. 84-60. 24-point lead for the Garnet. Visconti drives in. One pump fake, two pump fake. And fouled. Will it be on McKeon? Is he going to be done? Yes, he will be. The fifth foul on Ryan McKeon. His fifth personal foul, and we'll have to sit for the remaining 5:23. McKeon played a solid game. He was just getting attacked defensively. No points, didn't really put up a shot, but defensively, he held his own. He had a block, had a few stops. But I mean, when you're constantly getting Corzine, Capriz, even Visconti, Godfrey a few times, and you're constantly getting guys to defend on the low block, you're going to get tired. You're going to commit fouls. It's tough not to, so credit to Ryan McKeon. Really, just he played his heart out. He played great. Just only so much you can do when you're constantly getting attacked on the defensive end. Visconti hits one of two so far. Carl Schaller for Gettysburg, up to 21 points on the day, 8 for 10 from the field, as Visconti hits both. Some light pressure offered by the Garnet, with Visconti picking up ball in the backcourt. Hansen called for the foul as Antonello Baggi trying to drive past him. So Baggi will head to the line to shoot a pair. Although the fouls starting to pile up, 23 personal fouls against the Garnet. Baggi misses the first. 23 personal fouls, but with this 26-point lead, you're feeling better. You're feeling better than you were in the regular season finale. Paquette may have had Corzine. Paquette with the right-handed floater, and it falls. A little pump, and then went up with it. Bit of showmanship. 88-61. Stafford drives in. Shake Shaw, but gets the offensive foul called against him, and I believe that is his fifth. Yes, so Jordan Stafford will have to sit for the remaining 4:50, as well as Akeem Joseph checks in for the Bullets. Jordan Stafford, final numbers, 3 of 11 from the field, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 assist. Played 35 minutes. Tied for the most with Carl Schaller. And with a 27-point lead with 4:45 remaining, your starting 5, Cal Hansen, Eddie Paquette, Colin Shaw, TJ Chapman, and George Corzine. Would be surprised if we see the likes of D'Angelo, Visconti, Capri's again in this game. Paquette, the freshman, drives in, blocked by Nate Williams. Corzine, the rebound. But a foul called on George Corzine. Gets called for the push. He's a bit confused, jogging down. Looked like when he caught the rebound, he kind of kept the momentum going and ran into the back of Nate Williams, who walks the length of the floor and gets set to shoot two. Aiden Godfrey will check in for Corzine. Same instance with George Corzine. Would be surprised if we see him again. So final numbers, possibly, for George Corzine. 11 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. And 1 assist as well. Can't forget about the 1 assist. 5 of 7 from the low block. And could have had more if he took just more looks from that low block area. Again, just like Capri's was an absolute monster in the low block pass. Picked off by Nate Williams, going up against Eddie Paquette at the rim. And Schaller there for the cleanup crew. Godfrey looking for someone, finds Shaw. Shaw now double teamed on the catch as the press backs away. Shaw gets a screen from Godfrey, lost the ball on the floor. Few bodies go. Looks like Shaw, Chapman, and Nate Williams all on the floor. And a foul called on Colin Shaw as we'll walk the floor again. Now set up for more Nate Williams free throws. 4th personal foul against Colin Shaw. Quick update from the Johns Hopkins and Muhlenberg game. Johns Hopkins leads 25-16 with just about 5 minutes remaining in the first half. First free throw rims out for Nate Williams. And don't mind what I said prior, because Vinny D'Angelo and George Visconti back in the game for the Garnet, leading 88-65. So you have the 23-point lead. It can never be too safe. Nate Williams hits the second. D'Angelo double teamed off the catch, gets it away to Visconti. Visconti nearly triple team. Schaller trailing, gets it off to Shaw past half court. Gettysburg bench trying to get back into it with their defense chant. Visconti thought about the three. Good recovery from Akeem Joseph. Visconti trying to blow past him in that low block. 1 pump fake, gets it away. 3 seconds. Hansen gotta go quick. D'Angelo gonna fire the three, gets it off, and airball. First shot clock violation today committed by the Swarthmore Garnet. Good defense from Gettysburg. Just locked down everything. Kind of sniffed out any action they tried to run. D'Angelo checks right back out. Corzine, again, forget what I said about George Corzine possibly staying seated. Checks right back in. Colin Shaw, Cal Hansen, TJ Chapman, and Eddie Paquette. The other 4. Schaller, ooh, the side step, mid-range bucket. Oh, man, Carl Schaller. Ball nearly thrown away, fouled in the backcourt. We'll get Nate Williams on the reach. We'll walk the length as Colin Shaw will get set to shoot 2. Carl Schaller, the 6-foot sophomore from Garnet Valley. I mean, he's just putting on a show. 25 points, 25 of their 68. Shaw hits the first one. Nearly all of Carl Schaller's makes have been just him creating his own shot. The most impressive piece of it, a lot of just side steps, crossovers, step backs, everything. Just the constant dribble moves, making his own shot and getting just high percentage looks every time. There's a reason he's shooting 83% from the field. Rasul Abakar, no good on his three-point look. Rebound Corzine. Shaw drives in with the lane and blocked, but Corzine finds it and gets fouled on his put-back attempt. Rasul Abakar with a good recovery to get the block on Colin Shaw. George Corzine just in the right place at the right time. Corzine hits the first. Number 11, Matt Mulvey checks in for the Garnet for Colin Shaw. His first action of the night. Coach Kosmalski going with a small ball lineup here as George Corzine, the only big man, hits his second free throw. 92 points for the Garnet. Oh, man. Deep three. Carl Schaller. He's not giving up. I'll guarantee you that. Mulvey in the corner. He's open for a moment. Gets it over to Hansen. 92-71. Mulvey drives, pass, and blocked! Oh, man! Spiked it off the glass. Akeem Joseph, the emphatic rejection. Carl Schaller. Again, the light touch off the glass. 92-73. 19-point lead. Eddie Paquette going to bring it back out. Under 2 minutes. Paquette tries to work through Nate Williams. Gets a screen from Corzine. Tried to dump it off. No kick ball. Went off Baji's leg. As Gettysburg moves the other way. Schaller spots up from deep. I mean, why not? Why not? Carl Schaller has been just on another level since about the 10-minute mark of the second half. I can't tell you a shot that he missed. 92-76, and all of a sudden, we got somewhat of a ball game. Cal Hansen guarded by Nate Williams. You can bet that Swarthmore is going to chew as much clock as possible. Hansen, mid-range two, off the back iron. Corzine fights for it. And a rebound for Joseph. Carl Schaller guarded by Chapman. And he is just dead tired. Nate Williams spots up from deep and hits it. (92-79). What a run from the Gettysburg Bullets. I mean, wow. Trailed by as much as 27. Now just down by 13. I mean, it's still 13-point lead for the Garnet with 47 seconds remaining. Is a good sign, but it's not 20-plus like it once was. Last 5 shots have came from the Bullets. Last 5 makes an 11-0 run for the Bullets. A 3 from Carl Schaller, a layup from Carl Schaller, a 3 from Carl Schaller. Went on an 8-point run just by himself, and then Nate Williams knocked down the contested 3. Truly just unbelievable stuff. Carl Schaller, 33 points, 13 of 15 from the field, 4 of 5 from deep. So 13-point lead, 47 seconds. Still feels, it feels safe. Say that lightly. Colin Shaw set to inbound. Corzine, Mulvey, Hanson, and Paquette, the other four. Looking for Mulvey, gets it to him along the sideline. And they don't get the travel. Mulvey really shuffled the feet, but will walk the length of the floor as the take foul is committed. So Matt Mulvey at the line. 43 seconds remaining. It's the first. And this is head coach B.J. Doon conceding, taking out Carl Schaller. Gets a standing ovation from the Gettysburg fans and a few Swarthmore fans as well. I mean, he put on a show. He absolutely balled out. Second free throw miss. Corzine right back up, fouled on his putback chance. But, oh, man, Carl Schaller, 33 points, 86% from the field. Played 39 minutes in this game. He played every single minute, except for one. He played 39 minutes, 13 of 15 from the field. Truly unbelievable stuff from Carl Schaller. Got to get the name right. Carl Schaller. I mean, unbelievable. 6-foot guard putting up 33. The highest usage rate on his team as well as 27%. Oh, man. Usage rate also with the minutes played as well. It just goes into one. But, I mean, just, wow. Still 95-79. Swarthmore with a great win. And they will move on to the Centennial Conference Championship. Driving in, another foul committed, so won't get out of here just yet. 33.5 remaining. Akeem Joseph at the line. Fouled by Aiden got for his third. So in the second half, didn't shoot 69%, but still shot 53%. So in total, 60.7% from the game for Swarthmore as a team. And you can't beat a team when they shoot 60%. I mean, that is just unbelievable. Unbelievable numbers. It's nearly impossible. 99% of the time, the team that is facing the team that shoots 60%, that team's going to lose. The 60% team, they're not losing often. Godfrey to get it in, gets it right back from Paquette. Just got to cross half court. And well, shot clock's still in play, but 95-81. 20 seconds remaining. The Swarthmore College men's Garnet basketball team will advance to their 7th straight Centennial Conference Championship game. All that is left to be decided is who they will match up against. Nearing halftime, Johns Hopkins, well, it is halftime now. Johns Hopkins leads Muhlenberg 36-20 at halftime. So barring a monstrous comeback from Muhlenberg, it looks like Swarthmore will be traveling down to Johns Hopkins yet again. Split the regular season series with them. Looking to go undefeated against them for the Centennial Conference Championship if they so happen to win. One thing for certain, the Swarthmore men's team will be in the championship one way or another. This won't be the last time I see you, as the NCAA tournament, which Swarthmore is sure to be in, will start next weekend. So I look forward to seeing you then. Swarthmore comes away with the win, 95-81. D'Angelo and Caprice, both monster games. D'Angelo with 23 points. Michael Caprice, 21 points and 9 rebounds. That one away from that double-double, but all credit in the world to Carl Schaller with 33 points on 13 of 15 shooting, 86% from the field. Thank you for joining me, Luke Nichols, on the Centennial Conference Digital Network for this semifinal matchup. Let's hope the Garnet can start the tournament as Centennial Conference champions. Thank you again all for joining me, and have a great night.